Hello appraisers, this is Brandon with Choice Valuation, and I am truly excited to be bringing this video to you finally. It's been a long time coming with this update to Spark, adding the market conditions analysis. So let's go ahead and dive in. Actually, before I do, for those of you who don't know what Spark is and haven't seen it before, I'm only going to show you one half of it, the new half that we're about to be launching. The half that's been there for a while, which is data importing, putting your comps into your report. There's another video for that, so just click the link that you're going to see here come up on the screen, and you can watch that video to see how Spark actually loads comps into your report using MLS and public records. So anyways, okay, let's go ahead and get started. As I did mention, this is something that's going to be launching soon. Right now we have beta testers using it. I don't know for sure how long until it'll be available for everyone, but I expect it to be sometime in the next few weeks. Okay, let's go ahead and show you. First thing, when you load up Spark, you pick your effective date. Now normally you'd load in your comps here, but instead I'm going to click 1004MC to switch over to the 1004MC side. Okay, so to do this, you have to load in a competing file. These other two are not required, but this one is. And your competing file is the file you export from your MLS that has all your competing properties in it. You just choose it, you hit open. Now you're going to see 970 there, and you're going to think that's a lot. That's more than I'll ever have. But there's two reasons for that. The first is that you want to make sure and bring in all listing types, and that is active, expired, canceled, pending, sold, all of them, all types, even if it's off the market right now. And that way we get the most accurate analysis historically, even if historically means only a year or two ago. And then the second reason is I brought in 10 years worth of data, because Spark can analyze up to 10 years of data. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on neighborhood file, and we will choose our neighborhood here. Now this would be all single family homes in your defined neighborhood boundaries, those boundaries that you define on page 1 of your report. All single family homes in that area. Or if you're doing a condo, it would be all condos in that area. Okay, alternate file. This would be if you want to compare a neighborhood against another neighborhood, or a market against a market, that kind of thing. This subset of properties against this subset, however you want to do it. This is just for those of you who want to do that kind of analysis. Okay, and you click next when you're ready, and essentially this is it. You've got your 1004MC, your top of page 2 numbers, your 1 unit housing numbers, which are from your neighborhood file if you uploaded it. And then you can click, if you're done and you don't want to do any kind of further analysis, you just click export and load it into your report. I just tried today. I can load around 12 comps into a report along with all of this data from start to finish. From the time I load up Spark to the time it's all done and in my report, it was about 60 seconds. So you can do it quickly if you want to. But the way we designed Spark is for you to, if you want to, come in here and do a further analysis. Because as we all know, it's nothing special to be able to load the 1004MC into a report, right? There's lots of software companies that do that. Even MLSs will do it. MLS even gives you your, for most of you, your MLS data. But the difference here is these three numbers, do they really tell me the trend here? And do these three numbers really tell me the trend here? In most cases, no, they don't really tell you the trend. You can't really tell from these three numbers what your trend is. And so we designed Spark with our overall philosophy being give the appraiser what they need in order to determine what their trends are. And for every appraiser, that's different. And so what we did is we made this fairly robust. So you can come in here and analyze sale prices, for example, or days on market, or list prices, however you want to analyze it. So let's say you're filling out your 1004MC, you load up Spark, you're going through here and checking the boxes. Now, what do I want to call this? Staple, increasing, declining? Well, let's take a look at the actual data. So you click here, and then you're presented with this. This these are the widgets I use. By the way, I call each of these a widget. So this is one widget, this is a second widget, and within them we have cards. This is a card, this is a card, this is a card, this is a card. Now, essentially, what you are presented with here, and what I see, because this is data analyzed the way I want to see it, is I see, okay, things are going up 0.2% a month based on my chart that's going over 12 months. My chart that's going over 24 months shows it's going up 0.7% a month. And then my chart that's going over 4 years shows it's going up almost 1% per month. So then I can look at that quickly, see these regression numbers, and decide what I want to call my trend. And also what I want to use, if I'm going to say it's increasing, what I want to use as my market condition adjustment for my comparables. Okay, now this is the way I want to analyze it. Obviously, this might not be the way you want to analyze it. So you simply modify this to do it the way you want to do it. So I can change this right here, this analysis of competing median sale price per square foot. That's competing, meaning it's based on my competing file that I uploaded, not my neighborhood file. This one is my neighborhood. I click on this, and I can change anything in this card right here. So I can change competing to neighborhood. I can change median price per square foot to any one of these. And this is all context sensitive. So I can change this to, let's just say I want to do median sale price. So what I mean by context sensitive is, since I'm analyzing sale prices right now, it's not going to give me information regarding analyzing days on market or regarding analyzing concessions. That's for a different row. So it's all context sensitive. Now I change that to median sale price. And let's say I just want to analyze competing median sale price here too. So now they're identical. You can see the blue bars and the red bars are identical. That's not really that helpful. But let's say I want to also check it out excluding foreclosures and short sales. I just exclude those, and now those are excluded. Now you can see it's almost identical, not much of a difference, so it's not really that valuable. But you might want to analyze data that way instead of the way I like to analyze it. Or you might just want to say, okay, I have my 12-month and 24-month. I also want to have a 6-year analysis. And so I'll have that down here. And I want it to be based on, let's say, median price per square foot, and also my competing, let's say, median original price per square foot. And then I can do that analysis as well. So essentially, you can analyze things the way you want to analyze them. And then once you make your decision, okay, 0.6, 0.6, 0.7, I don't know, that's borderline. I typically, myself personally, if it's over 0.5% a month, I typically will go with increasing depending on the other conditions. But I know some appraisers don't want to call it increasing until it's at least 1% per month. But let's say I'll call this increasing. And now I want to be able to, in my report, say why I chose increasing here. So right now I'm including this chart. So this chart is going to go into my report. Now, I probably wouldn't do this with the excluding foreclosures and short sales. I would leave it how I had it before, but that's all right. You get the idea. I'm going to include the chart. I'm also going to include the simple regression number. So that means this regression number is going to be on my chart. And then I can also choose to include a data table if I want to. And if I want to support it with a comment, then I can look at this. You can see it's highlighted orange. And then up above, you see there's a comment up there that's highlighted orange. These are my summary comments in my 1004MC. And I already have this comment regarding this analysis going into my report, so I don't need anything else. But if it wasn't there, I just click the card and choose Including Comments, and it puts it in there. If I exclude it, I just check it, and it's gone now. Check it, and it's there. I want the simple regression number to be in there, and I'm done. And that is that. And I basically do that for whatever I want in here. And when I hover over something, it shows you which comment is based on what data. So if I'm just going through here now, what card was this? Where did this come from? I can quickly see it's highlighting it in orange and it's glowing, so I know that's the one. So yeah, that's basically how we designed this, to allow you to come in here and analyze data however you want to analyze it. And I can shrink these, make them bigger and smaller. I can move them around. I can clone a widget. I can clone this one and make an exact copy of it to make a slight change to it if I want to. And then once you're all done and you've made this how you want it to be, you click Save Layout. And then next time you go and use Spark, you don't ever have to do that again. The analysis is just how you want it. Just like when I loaded this, it was just how I want it. Okay, so let's get out of here. I'm going to show you one more, and that would be this one right here, active listings. You can see it's 2, 6, and 8. That seems pretty clear that it's increasing, right? But really, it's declining at negative 1.6% per month. It's not increasing. And when I look over 2 years, it's declining through that analysis as well. The only one that shows increasing is this one, which is grouped regression. Now, grouped regression is when you group the data together. So this month is a group, and that's all the things that happened in this month grouped together. And this month is a group, and it's all the things in that. Whereas simple regression looks at literally every single day, every point in time, and does the analysis that way. So that's essentially what that is. Okay, so I think you guys get the idea. you do the analysis the way you want to do it, and it's quick and easy because once you have it set up, you just come in here, you can see, okay, negative 1.6, negative 1.3, yeah, I'm going to check declining because that's what it is. Now I know somebody's going to question this, so just in case, I'm going to include the chart so they can see, and I'm going to go ahead and include it in my comments. That way it's in my summary comment, so it's spelled out there. So that's essentially how you're going to use this. Now, you can go in and look at these if you want to, or if you don't want to, you can just choose whatever you want, or you can just do none of this and just send it right into your report and just check the boxes once they're in your report. Okay, so that's basically how it works. Now I'm just going to show you throwing it into your report. You just click the export button there, which is essentially how Spark works right now. And I'm going to export that data, load it into my report here. I'm going to create a new report. Now I'm sure most of you, 99% of the time, are going to be merging it into an existing report. But I'm just going to put it into a new one so you can see everything it actually puts in. Okay, so here we go. The checkboxes that I marked, the 1-unit housing data, the top of page 2, and of course the 1004MC filled out how I had it with my comments. And then the charts that I wanted loaded into my report. Those are all there. So essentially, that's it. I've got everything I wanted. And now I'm going to show you one last thing, which is the work file. Now right here, we have the all data report. And this is essentially every single chart and every single table and every piece of regression that was in Spark loaded into your digital work file. And then last, we have the market conditions report, which is if you wanted a table to be put into your report, you can check this. The tables are here. And then I can just click this insert as page, and it will load that as a page at the bottom of my report as another page, essentially. Okay, so that's it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you like it. We're excited about it. We're only a few weeks away, so we're excited to get it in your hands. If you have any questions, click the button in the video that's going to be our contact information. You can feel free to call me or email me. And that's it. Thanks again.